What does it mean to overeat? When I hear overeating, I think of eating long past the feeling of being stuffed. Really, overeating just means to consume more calories than you expend in a given time. Sadly for myself, as well as almost everybody I know, overeating is the new norm. Seeing how far I've come by conquering small bad habits like overeating, I want to share my experience with you so maybe we can make a better change in society's norm. The very first thing I did to stop overeating was to go through my kitchen and get rid of all the foods that were just junk or came in large packages. Similar to the documentary about supersized foods at McDonald's, Super Size Me, I found that keeping larger packaged foods led me to consume more as the manufacturer didn't make it apparent how much food should be portioned out. So, why stop when it tastes so good and there's a lot more left? Psychologically, I would eat a half bag of Doritos. And not the normal size ones, the party size ones, and not feel bad because I only ate half the bag. In reality, a half bag of party size Doritos is about the same as 3 normal size bags of Doritos. So you can see how easily it is to fall into the trap of believing you're eating less of anything when the marketing makes you feel like you're not eating as much, if you only eat half of a bigger portion. By not allowing myself to keep larger packaged snacks and foods laying around the house, I was able to force myself to control the intake of the foods I was eating. Although the only thing I will buy in large packages is meat. I love meat. It's not the type of food I would typically binge on too. The next thing I noticed that contributed to my overall eating habits was keeping food in my room, or anywhere that's not the kitchen for that matter. I used to buy snacks, even just protein bars or healthy foods, and keep them in my room so they were easily accessible and I didn't need to go to the kitchen all the time. Well, what do you think? Is keeping food so readily available when you have the bad habit of overeating a smart thing to do? Probably not. So I started to keep food only in the kitchen. Not by the couch, not in my car, not around my locker at school or a desk at work. Before, when I had snacks laying around so conveniently, I would just have one, then see 10 more in my drawer and soon be tempted to eat another one, then another one. By limiting the places I stored food, I found that I would snack less because having my laziness work in my favor, instead of grabbing what was so readily available, I would have to stop what I'm doing and go out of my way for the same snack. When I started doing this, the following happened. I was not constantly staring at the readily available food by my side. I stopped feeling the need for a snack when the search for it made the reward less desirable. I stopped buying foods that didn't go with a complete meal because I really never needed to eat them. Now I only eat food that I have on my meal plan, which keeps me filled up and energized and simplifies my eating process throughout the day. Have you ever started getting a plate of food ready as you set up Netflix so you can enjoy your meal over a good show? Well, I used to do that for almost every meal. I mean, what better way to enjoy a meal than to make it a full experience, right? I noticed that when I kept myself distracted when eating, whether it was watching something on TV, playing video games, or just hanging out on YouTube, I would plow through the food I just made and forget what I even ate. One bowl of cereal turned into 2, then 3. One plate of dinner doubled, and before I knew it, I didn't even get to enjoy my food and didn't even get filled up. So I started eating only in the kitchen. I didn't use my phone, I just sat there with a meal and reflected on my day. Thought about what I needed to do and ate slowly, enjoying my food and allowing it to fulfill my hunger thoroughly. Now I realize it's super small habits when practiced over a long period of time that determined whether you gain 10 pounds unnecessarily or lose 10 pounds just by being conscious of those habits. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please go ahead, drop a like down below, comment what your thoughts are, and subscribe and hit that bell notification if you're not already part of the Saved family. Check out one of these videos next. As always, guys, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next video.